A 28-year-old opened fire at their former elementary school this morning in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, the shooter killed 3 9-year-old students and 3 adults. Police killed the shooter there at the scene. Here's Christian Benavides.
Children held hands as they were taken to safety following a deadly shooting at their Nashville school.
No parent should have to receive that call.
Police say the shooter killed 3 students and 3 adults at the Covenant School, a Christian elementary school.
I was hoping this day would never ever come here in this city.
The students were all just 9 years old, identified as Evelyn Dykehouse, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kinney. The adults, custodian Mike Hill, substitute teacher Cynthia Peak, and head of school Catherine Coons, who was interviewed by WTVF, the CBS affiliate in Nashville in 2019.
Our motto is to be known, to be loved, to be prepared, because we feel like those go together.
Police say the shooter was Audrey Hale, a 28-year-old former student of the school.
We have a manifesto, we have some writings that we're going over that pertain to this day, the actual incident. We have a map drawn out of how this was all going to take place.
Officials say Hale gained entry by shooting through a door and then was killed by police on the 2nd floor.
They're actually hearing gunfire.
The entire incident happened in just 14 minutes. Terrified parents were seen rushing to the school.
So even in a remarkably fast response, there was not enough time. And those guns stole precious lives from us today in Nashville.
Authorities say the shooter used 3 guns, including an assault-style rifle.
That was Christian Benavides reporting. At the White House, President Biden renewed his push for assault weapons ban, saying gun violence is ripping at the very soul of the nation.